Listen, I need y'all to work with me today, man. If it's not too crazy, if the sound is not too crazy, I need to keep this air conditioning on because it's really, really hot. And if I turn the air conditioning off, I'm gonna be drenched in sweat. That's the problem. So until somebody's like, "Yo, I can't hear you because of the AC," I'm leaving it on, bro. 100%. Oh, let me go ahead and share this. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. I think we're good now. Ah! Almost broke my phone, bro. My shit's trying to break. It's trying to drop off. Okay. Should be good. Bro, if I move it all, sweating. Sweating, bro. So, minimal movements, minimal energy expenditure. See what we got. Pull up the news. I did do this on the fly again, so I know it's gonna take a while for people to get up in here. That's cool. Do, 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 do. A former Amazon senior leader says the reason you're not getting hired is because you're not being relatable in something. I gotta click on it and find out. Let's see what this former Amazon senior leader has to say. Hi. What's up, Rolando? How you doing, bro? Yo, nobody was in here when I was talking, so I'm gonna tell you right now. I got my AC on, bro, because it's like torching out here, bro. It's like 99 or something outside, and Washington don't have central AC like that. So I got this big AC unit blowing on me right now. If you can't hear me because of it, let me know and I'll turn it off. But if it's not too distracting, I'm gonna keep it on, bro. Because if I turn it off, like I'm instantly just gonna just start dripping sweat. So I don't think that'll be fun for me. Probably not y'all either. Okay. A key element of getting hired is being relatable, but it's something that is frequently overlooked by candidates during the interview process. How's that overlooked? One reason for this is because it's natural to take the job description or interviewers' questions at face value and simply provide answers to their questions. Okay. However, to get hired, you need to do more than have experience and check the boxes. You and your experience need to be seen as relatable as possible, blah, blah, blah. Candidate goes on to apply for the job, and if they're lucky enough to get contacted, 30-minute call. It's a lot of words for a lot of nothing. During the convo, the candidate will be pitching themselves to the recruiter. Yeah, unfortunately, many candidates don't have any questions or they ask questions that won't help them during the interview process. Okay, well, tell us what questions we should ask. Recommended approach. What you need to do is provide answers that are directly relatable to the interviewer, thus leaving the interviewer feeling like you were the perfect match. This is why you need to gather as much information up front about the job, the team, the environment, the tech, the challenges, and why those challenges are important to the business. I guess maybe I felt like this was basic, but I guess this could be information that you don't know. I guess 99 in Washington, that's unheard of. I don't know, man. It gets hot here, bro. I think I talked about that on here before, but it used to not get so hot here. But now it gets hot, bro, all the time. Last summer, 114, 111, and there's no AC, bro. So imagine being, you can't see my spot, but like, this is like a greenhouse, bro. Like, there's three big panels of glass right in front of me. and so the sun comes through there and it can't get back out. So this is like a sauna, bro. Yeah. So it gets hot. It gets very hot. Incredibly hot. What you got going on over there, though, Orlando? What you doing? What you getting into? Well, it's the end of the day, so I should say, what did you do? Suspect in Philadelphia shooting believed to be mentally ill. Let's see what this guy looks like. This is why neither Spaniards nor Mexicans wanted to live in Texas. Why? Because of the heat? Too hot. Not even Americans starting. Oh, not even Americans started moving it to Texas into the invention of AC. Into the invention of AC. Yeah, man. Definitely be unbearable without AC. Where I'm from in Texas and Killeen, it don't really get. I'm not gonna say it doesn't get hot, but it's more. You know, you're gonna get 90s all the time. You got some days where it gets up to the hundreds, but it's like a cool 90 most of the year. Then like December through February, maybe it kind of gets cold, like 50 degrees, 40 degrees sometimes. But mainly you getting a solid 80, 90. Oh, let's see. There's a man in Philly that killed 5 people while wearing body armor fired at random people. He's believed to be mentally ill. You think? Hmm. Kim Brady. This dude's name is Kim Brady. Like Kim and Brady, except this one name. Kim Brady Carricker. 40 years old. I want to see what this guy looks like. Let's see. Bet you there's no pictures of him. Kim Brady Carricker. Images. What the? Oh, I think they were a transgender person. I think some pictures it looks like a dude. Other pictures it doesn't look like a dude at all. Okay then. Was not expecting that. Yeah, that person might be mentally ill. They just might be. Rolando, you didn't tell me what you're doing, bro. What's going on over there and on your side of things? Or maybe you're not here. It'll make more sense. Oh, eating a sandwich. What kind of sandwich, man? I'm eating lamb tonight, lamb and potatoes, man. But I gotta wait for my wife to get home so I could. I already got it marinated and got the potatoes chopped, but I'll wait on her to get home. A little sub with chips, but what sub though? From Subway? Ain't been a Subway in a minute, bro. That actually sounds good. But even if it's not Subway, a sub just sounds good right now. Ooh, I think I'm just hungry though. I think I'm just hungry. What's my favorite thing to cook? Um, I don't know, man. I'm like random, bro. Honestly, I do like steak bites and potatoes, or like I'll cook lamb chops and potatoes tonight. That's the easiest thing for me. Anything else outside of that, it's like I could do it, but I've made lamb and potatoes and steak bites and potatoes so many times that like I don't even think about it. I just be marinating that shit, rubbing it, just all finished, ready to cook. The stuff you got at Walmart. Oh, that's what you were at Walmart getting stuff so that you could make those subs. That's what's up. Planet Moolah, I bet you didn't message Will. I bet you didn't message Will. And you didn't message me. You didn't message me to tell me how your first Spanish class went. You didn't message me about training. I thought we was gonna get swole together, bro. I thought we was getting swole, baby. Alright, let's see what else we got going on. I need world news. This is a little bit too local for me. World news. I didn't message Will, but that was for other reasons. Not sure what that means. I'm confused how our workouts would go. What do you want to know? I'll tell you everything you want to know right here. Yes, they're virtual. If you want to know like a basic layout of how remote training works, it works like this. Hold on, let me make sure I update the chat. So, you don't know me. You just signed up on my website, or you got my phone number, and you said, I'm ready to start training. I'm gonna say, do you want to talk on the phone or you want to do this through text? Either one's fine with me. I think it's faster if you talk on the phone just to get through the process, but whatever. We talk, I ask you what you're trying to accomplish. I go through your workout history, injuries, all kinds of stuff that would either help or hinder the process of you getting to your goals, right? But I need to know like everything. Once I know everything, and I know what your mission is, your goal that you're trying to accomplish. From there, it's just like this is how much time we need, and it's me making a plan for you. I have an app, so I get you send me your email. I plug you into my app, and then every day for however many days you want to work out, you will see your workouts in there. As far as like I have a lot of powerlifting clients, and they care about form checks more than anyone because they have to go compete in actual lifting, right? But I got regular people too that want form checks. So I tell them, hey, whenever you want to know if you're doing something wrong, send it to me. And I'm like 24/7, bro. I do this full time, so I don't have like business hours. I'm like, you can shoot me a message anytime, a video or whatever, voice note anytime. If I'm not asleep and I actually see it, I'll respond to it like as soon as I get a chance. If not, then when I wake up. How much for a consultation? I'm not gonna charge you for a consultation, bro. I value my time, but it's I'm not gonna charge you if I don't even know if I'm gonna work with you. Like, nah, that's a freebie. That is all free. So yeah, if you got any other questions outside of that, send it in the chat. China cancels visits. Don't care. I'm interested. I just need to get my finances situated, but that shouldn't take long. Yeah, well, let me know, man. I'm pretty I'm pretty affordable. And what I do for people that I actually think have financial problems, I will help you out. Like, I got people that, like, there's people that pay on my website, right? And they'll pay up front. And it's like, cool. That works better for me because then I don't have to, like, hunt people down, like, hey, you didn't pay, whatever. There's other people that are on a subscription, so it happens every month. But I have people that pay me directly, like PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. And those are the people that I have to be like, hey, bro, you paid April 15th and it's May 23rd. Like, what's up? Um, but, like I said, with all my people, I'm like, yo, if you got some serious shit going on, let me know. We could work something out. We could split your payments up between 2 days so you could catch back up or whatever. I don't. I want to help people. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to force you out. So like, if you're like about to miss a payment or something, I don't want you to be like, well, I'm behind, so I'm just gonna stop. Like, nah, bro, I'll help you out. Just don't take advantage of it. Definitely, if you move to Colombia, I'll be your client. Bro, I don't. I'm going to Colombia, bro. That's not a if thing. The only thing. Let me say this. I don't like talking to absolutes because that's how bad stuff happens. The only thing that would stop me from moving there is like my plane crashing or something like that. But like we're leaving in August, bro. We're not re-signing our lease. We've already decided. Um, Hopefully we get some good news about this remote job from that my wife applied to. They checked her references today, and they forwarded her to the hiring team. So it's a good paying job. We'll be set if she gets that. But yeah, definitely leaving in August, my friends. That is not optional. And that'll be cool. I don't know if I want to take an extra virtual job because I make a decent amount of money from online training on top of my real job in real life, but uh, it's it's not 100% consistent. Like at any given moment, like I could have 20 people today, you know, that's cool. But like 10 of those people tomorrow can be like, hey, next month I'm gonna have to stop. So then that's like 50% of my income that I'm not gonna get next month, which is cool. Like I plan for stuff like that, but still, it's better to. I like using my online personal training stuff as like totally extra income, and I rely on my primary income, even if it is less than my online income. Sometimes it has been in the past. Right now it's not. Right now I get paid a decent amount in person. So I thought maybe Axel had cold feet. Nah, bro. Like, I mean, I've always wanted to leave, but she's like 100% on it. Like, she's ready, bro. That's why she's applying to. That's why she was applying to all these remote jobs. Like, she left her old job. That's why she's on days now. So all of that was in preparation for us to leave in August. Like, we're out of here, bro. We're gone. We're gone. Um, I don't know, man. Just till we feel like we don't want to be there no more. I mean, well, first we got, you got paperwork. Like, you can only stay for a certain amount of time unless you ask to stay longer and get, you know, that permission. So I don't actually know the time limit is in Colombia right now because all of that shit changes. Every country changes that shit. People don't think it changes, so people. I remember actually I watched this video of this dude who got locked up in a Mexican jail for like, bro, like straight up 4 months, bro, because he said he went to Mexico all the time, and I don't remember what he said. I think he said it used to be like 45 days or something like that that you could just pull up, do your thing, and it's considered a vacation and you could leave. But this last time when they stamped his shit, he just didn't look, and they put 13 days on there. So he was there for like 3 weeks, uh, and he was actually getting ready to leave. He was very close to leaving, and like some cops got on the bus he was on. I was like, "Yo, everyone, show me your passports." And they saw his shit, and they're like, "Bro, you're going to jail." And he said they threw him in jail, bro. He said he couldn't get a phone call because they took his phone, and he was like, "I don't know nobody's number, bro." And so he was stuck for a real long time, and he was kind of pissed about it, obviously, like, um, and he was just talking about like how it was, and he was stuck in there with other. He was German. He was like, he was a black German dude. I don't think he was American at all. Uh, I don't remember if he spoke Spanish or not. I think he did. In that video, he wasn't speaking Spanish, but I think he did speak Spanish because he was talking about um, the people that he was talking to in jail. I remember him speaking Spanish. Yes, he is black. Like light skinned black, like a couple shades lighter than me. Like he looks like he looks black and German, so he looks mixed. But yeah, however long Colombia allows us to stay, if there's nothing that's like bringing me back, I would like to just chill out there for a while. That would be cool. Like, why not? What you mean? Probably worse than our jails, bro. I wish, like I said, I wish you could put media into these lives because I got a friend that went to jail twice in Mexico. He's Mexican American. His parents are from Mexico, so they would go back there and like hang out and stuff. And he was in TJ, bro. Well, one time he was in TJ, the other time it was in Mexico City, I think. But definitely the time I'm thinking of, he was in Tijuana, bro. And he got in trouble for being publicly intoxicated or some shit like that. But the police said if you give us X amount of dollars, we'll let you go. They didn't have it on him, so they're like, you're going to jail. But he had his phone on him, so he was like recording himself like in the truck, like he was with his dad and his uncles, and they were like, man, fuck these guys. So he's like recording. They're all handcuffed in the back of the truck. And then he had he took a video of the jail, bro. It was like the most disgusting shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. I would have thrown up and died from disgust in that jail. Like I gotta no, like no joke. Message me tonight, bro. Message me tonight. You can message me about training if you want to, but you gotta message me for me to send you this video. He put the video on the toilet, bro, and it looked like it had never been flushed ever. Like every person that ever shit and pissed in there, it just was still there. It was like disgusting, bro. The seat, if it was ever white or if it was ever metal, whatever it wasn't that anymore. And I'm like, bro, how you use that bathroom? I'm like, what are you supposed to do, bro? Like, and I was just like, oh hell nah, bro. I can't remember why. I posted something. And he was like, man, fuck that. Don't go to Mexico, bro. And I was like, why, bro? I'm like, you be going to Mexico because I know he goes to Mexico. And he told me that. That's when he sent me like a long text, and then he sent me voice notes. He was like, hold on. Matter of fact, I got the videos on my other phone. And he sent me that shit. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm not going to Mexico. No disrespect to Mexico. Hey, Charlie, what's up, bro? You see, I'm on here kind of early today, huh? Don't care about France. Where's my chat? Not update. Have you heard of the narco journalist Luis Chaparro? Yeah, I know who that is. Not like super well, but I know who it is. I think I've seen. Yeah, I was gonna say I think I've seen some shit that he's done on cartel stuff that's happening. I wonder if Mexican police look for gringos just to see if they can get money out of them. I don't know, bro. I really don't know much about Mexico, to be honest. Usually, though, usually, from what I know, nobody except like super brazen criminals want to mess with Americans because it's more trouble than it's worth potentially. You know what I mean? If a Mexican cop, uh, like swindles a Mexican citizen out of their money, what are they gonna do? Like, that's just how things work. You as an American, you might cause a fuss. You might try to make something happen, and that's gonna have people breathing down their neck. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Also, like, the more crimes that happen to tourists, the less tourists come. Like, bro, like in the last month, I've seen like no lie, like 20 different videos where like people are like, I got jumped in Medellin. I got robbed in Medellin. I got this in Medellin. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm not going to Medellin. Like, I don't even want to visit. I've seen too many of those videos recently. I saw this girl. She posted a video. Her Airbnb got robbed, bro. Like, she was in like a shared Airbnb, which I would never do. But it was like a big building that had like 4 different rooms. So there was like a main hallway, and then there's 4 different rooms. But your room is personally locked. Well, that shit's in the neighborhood, bro. Like, if you're a criminal, you know this is a property that's an Airbnb. So this dude that was using the Airbnb was coming home, or he's coming to his Airbnb, and like another dude walked in. He was about to walk in behind him, and he's like, "Hey, roomie." He's like, "I'm in this Airbnb too," in Spanish, but he's like, "I'm in this Airbnb too." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "Hey, what's the code again? What is it?" And he's like, is it the last four of your phone number?" And the dude was like, yeah, that's it." And he's like, "All right, cool, man, just making sure, thanks." Dude went about his way, but the other dude that came in behind him was a criminal. So then he starts checking all the doors, and then he pulls something out of his sleeve, gets the door open, takes all this girl's stuff, walks out. The girl comes home, and she's like, "Why's my door open?" And she asks her roommate, like, "Yo, did you see anything suspicious?" And he just like, "Nah, besides besides our other roommate." And she's just like, "I need to look at the cameras." And it was, yeah, he was just a criminal. He was not a part of the Airbnb. He talks about how law enforcement works with organized crime and whatnot. Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, if I lived in Mexico, it would have to be in one of those zona fresa, like San Pedro. Bro. I don't know no places in Mexico, bro. San Pedro actually looks extremely desirable. I have to look into that. By gangs in Medellin or just random? It's just, I guess you would say anyone that does crimes like that is a gangster, right? So yeah. Yes, I saw that on YouTube. I can let me see. It's probably in my watch history. See if I can find it. I'll put it in the chat. Tiki tiki tiki. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even know this was a feature. I can search my history, bro. I used to scroll for like days, bro. That is insane. You know what? I think I watched it. I might have watched it on my other channel. Let me see. That would have been like yesterday when I watched it. So, oh yeah, that was definitely on my other channel. I watched it. Hold on, I gotta switch channels on my laptop real fast. I am never dating Colombian women again. I don't. I swear I remember watching it on this channel though. That's really weird. Give me a second and I'll find that video. Or you know what? I'm just gonna type it in the search bar. I know I could find it. Robbed in Airbnb. Damn, first video too easy. That was 6 weeks ago she made that. So, like I said, it ain't been looking good over there lately. And it could have just been, um, it could have just been, my algorithm just bringing me literally every case of robbery there is. Maybe it's not that bad. Somebody probably could show me 20 robberies in Washington in the last 30 days. There you go, Planet Moolah. That's the video. She kind of does a lot of talking. And I wouldn't say she got robbed, she got burgled. Yeah. Is Cali safe? It depends on what part you're in, but it's everywhere, right? So, don't know if y'all already talked about it, but I heard Mike Ben talking about a potential Puerto Rico trip. Yes, we're going together. Yeah, we gotta plan that out. No. She's not Colombian. I don't know what she is, but she don't speak Spanish. I thought she was Latina when I first started watching it, but then at some point she was like, yeah, I don't know what they're saying in Spanish, but they said this. And she's got like subtitles on there, and somebody was like, these subtitles are wrong. And she was like, oh, thanks. And I'm like, yeah. So, but yeah, that Puerto Rico trip, we don't have dates locked in yet. He sent me his free days. I gotta get situated because I don't know if you were in here, but we're gonna move to Colombia in August. And so it's actually gonna be a lot easier for me to go to Puerto Rico from there because it's way closer than I am right now. So that's gonna be cool. So I gotta touch down there, and yeah, and see when to do it. They lost the guitar. Yeah. She's definitely Latina, but probably doesn't know Spanish. I thought that too, man, but I don't know how to explain this. But Hispanic people in the United States, it don't even matter if they can't speak Spanish. I think it has to do with like the people that they usually talk to. Most of the time, they have like an accent on their English. Like you knew that, you would know. Like she doesn't have that. Like I got a homegirl up here. Like she's a good friend of my wife. She don't really speak no Spanish, but she sounds like she speaks Spanish. If you just talk to her, you'll be like, yeah, clearly Spanish is her first language, but she don't really speak Spanish. And sometimes it's heavy, sometimes it's slight. Because, like people from Cali, a lot of Hispanic people from Cali sound like that. A lot of them in Texas, too, depending on what part they're from. But the point is, I didn't get no hints to that from her. Her face says it, but her voice, I don't hear nothing in there. And then when she said she didn't know Spanish, I'm like, is she like Russian or Arabic or something, bro? Like, I don't know. There's lots of Mexican Americans that don't speak Spanish. You'll be surprised. It's tough, man. Your parents want you to fit in, and then that ends up being kind of a negative thing when you get older. I'll be upset with my parents if they didn't teach me as a kid. It's really not that simple, bro. It's not that simple. I know hella people, like the girl I'm talking about, her dad is 100% Spanish speaker. He still speaks Spanish to her. But sometimes the kids don't want to speak Spanish either. Like I said, for the same reason. They want to fit in, right? So they kind of, especially like back then, I feel like it was a different time. Like I don't know, like being Latino is kind of cool right now. Bad Bunny, all the Peso Pluma, all these people like they're becoming like superstars and like it's just like way more accepted. Uh, but I don't know, man. Some kids had it tough, man. It's tough trying to come up in America, bro. It's tough trying to come up in America. My dad is fluent in Arabic, and he tried his very best to teach me Arabic, bro. But I just wasn't having it. He incentivized me with money, bro. The one time he told me he'd give me $2,000 if I just made it through this Arabic workbook, and I could like say everything and respond back to him and blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, cool. I did like 3 days of that shit, bro. I was like, bro, no, I don't want to speak Arabic, bro. Like, no one speaks Arabic here. And like when I got older, bro, at my first university, I majored in Arabic, and I was like, oh my god, why didn't I just learn this when I was a kid? Like, my wife just sent me like 50 texts, so I'm guessing she's not in the chat. Yeah, bro, that's why some people from Pennsylvania speak with a different accent. They actually have a Pennsylvania Dutch accent. Yeah. Yeah, in the interview, he said your last name is a name he chose. Yes. We were not, I wasn't even born with this last name. The only person, my little sister is the only one that was born with the last name Shabazz. The rest of us had the names of slave masters. And then we changed it. So it's actually really weird, and it causes me a lot of problems for pretty much anything I do because they're like, this here says, I'm like, yeah, I know, bro. I got the name change document. Yes, I changed my social security card. We changed all the stuff, bro. I got all the paperwork right here. But they're confused because they don't deal with a lot of people that have changed their names. So, oh, we got an extra person in the chat. I wonder if it's Axa. Alright, well, Axa's not saying anything in the chat, and she sent me like 5 different texts, so give me 1 second, and I'm gonna reply to her. It was, it was not important. I think we might get to 45, 50 minutes. She just got done working out, so she has to come all the way home. We got some time. Everything I say is important. Axel, how much time till you come home? Okay, so like in Caribbean Spanish, like these and that part of the word are not said. So like they are, but it's like you can't really hear it. So like if you type the way you talk, you won't put jodido because it's like jodido. Jodido calor. The gym literally 5 minutes away. I just be sitting in the car. I thought the gym was like 15 minutes away. Cause you be taking so long. Well, we got however much time it takes her to get home. We got at least 5 more minutes. We'll make it to 45 minutes. I can smell the seasoning. No, I didn't finish cooking. I marinated it. I'm not gonna put it in until it's time to eat. I could put the potatoes in right now and then cook the lamb right afterwards. That shit gonna be loud though. If I put on that, I'm gonna have to turn the AC off because then there's gonna be 2 machines going at the same time. That shit's gonna be loud. Let me know. Let me know. no, it's not gonna be ready because I didn't know when you were gonna come. Sometimes you be like, I'm on the way, and it's 6:55, and other times it'll be like 7:30, and I'm like, damn, should make a pit stop or something. I'll put the potatoes in right now. Okay, just until the stream ends, I will suffer with no AC. What did we do yesterday? We went to uh, her brother-in-law's sister's house, and I was torching these kids in Mortal Kombat and Madden. Bro, they were pissed. I was killing them, bro. It was bad. This kid, it like almost hurt my feelings. This kid was like, "It's not fair. He's been practicing for like 40 years." I was like, "Bro, 40? That's crazy." I haven't played Madden in a minute either, but that's the mistake I made. I was like, bro, I haven't played Madden since like Madden '09. He was like, '09? Damn, I messed up. I should have said like 2017 or something. I should have made something up, but I was like, '09 was a long time ago. I get why he said that. He was probably born in like the 2000s, so damn. Yeah, NCAA is definitely better. I feel like they don't make NCAA anymore. I don't know. I don't have a console, so I don't have a console. How do I measure my body fat? There's a couple different ways you can do it, but either way, it's gonna require going somewhere to get it done. And only a DEXA scan is actually anywhere near accurate. Anything else you use, garbage. Garbage. The better question is, why do you want to measure your body fat? That's what I would ask. US dollar quake could spell disaster for American retirements. Nobody's retiring in America. I went from 155 to 170 in 2 months. Don't do a DEXA scan, says AXA. I didn't tell him to do it. I said it's probably gonna be the most accurate. I'm hoping to get to 180 by September. Why are you hoping, bro? Just do it. It's all just eating. I legit called myself a tamale the rest of the day. What? It burnt you or what? I don't know. She weird, bro. Is it bad to gain that much weight so fast? That much? 5 pounds or 10 pounds in 2 months? I mean, on its own, there's nothing to be said about gaining that much weight. If you were sitting on the couch doing no activity and you ate that much and you gained 10 pounds in 2 months, I would say that's probably not a good thing. If you're exercising and you get more muscular and you get to that weight, I would say, why is that a bad thing? Why would that be a bad thing? I work out, it's not like it went to my stomach. Yeah, so back to my original question. Why do you want to measure your body fat? Like why do you care what this machine might tell you your percentage of body fat is? That might not be accurate anyways. Probably not. Probably isn't accurate. But when I worked at LA Fitness, they'll put people on these calipers and they'll be like, yeah, it's accurate, plus or minus 4%. And I'm like, bro, that's a difference of 8%. Like, if you're 20%, that shit could tell you you're 16. Like, no. Isn't it important to know your body fat so that you're not over the limit? What is the limit? What limit? And again, that is assuming that your tool of measurement is accurate, which it's not gonna be. Not gonna be. Actually, playing Moolah, you know what? These kind of conversations, I have more conversations like this with my clients than I do about actual, what should I say, like they're like directly about their workouts. They don't know a lot of stuff about fitness, and they have like a 24/7 line to me to ask like, should I be doing this? Should I be doing this? Is this good? Is this not good? Because there's just a lot of stuff that's not important in fitness or overemphasized. Like, there's still people that follow stuff about BMI. There's still people that, yeah, like any of this stuff. Like, oh, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't gain too much weight. Whatever. But there's just a lot of nonsense, bro. There's so much nonsense that people say, and they don't have anything to back it up. They just talk. A lot of stuff is gimmicky, or they're telling you something so that they can sell you something too. Yo, one of my favorite fighters, Overeem, he was like 260 when he fought. And he just retired not that long ago. And this dude is, if you've never seen him before, huge dude, straight jacked, no fat on his body. He has failed a couple steroid tests, but that's not important. There's a video of him. I might post it on Instagram tonight. And he's just like, he eats like 8 times a day. You have to eat that much to get to that size. He eats all of that shit. And then recently when he retired, he lost like 50, 60 pounds, bro. He's like thin, but like lean. And people were asking him what happened. And he's like, well, this nutritionist, he actually found that there was parasites in my body that were making me eat meat. And he's like, so I've stopped eating meat and I'm following his protocol for an alkaline diet or whatever that dumb shit is they be saying. And so, like, yeah, stuff like that, people are always trying to tell you something so that they can sell you something. Am I familiar with Greg Doucette or More Plates, More Dates? I know Greg Doucette and Derek. Not like personally, but I know who they are. I've watched their stuff. I don't really like Greg Doucette. Because the guy talks like this. He literally sounds like this, except he talks with his nose closed. And I just can't stand this voice. That's exactly how I feel when he talks. Super knowledgeable dude. I just can't deal with it. But Derek's cool. Derek is so smart that like sometimes I have to play the video back like 2 or 3 times because I'm like I don't even know like what he was talking about. No, Phil's not in here. He's missed like the last 2. That's crazy. But he popped up at the end of the last one.
Will Lonzo here?
He is.
Is Planet Move here?
He is. Dang, she remembered y'all.
Sorry, whoever I'm missing.
No, that's it.
I was gonna say.
The guy with the channel Athlete X annoys the hell out of me. Yeah, I don't really watch this stuff, but he's got a nice physique. My impersonations are fire. It's almost food time. Oh, I was looking at this screen and I thought you were moving. You get what I'm saying? He said, how was your workout?
I'm good.
That's it? What'd you do?
Did a whole bunch of shit. It was stupid. It was stupid. In the middle of the workout, I was about to walk out.
Why?
Because I was just like, this is stupid.
Derek from More Plays, More Days doesn't buy Canelo's excuse for testing positive for clenbuterol. There's literally no one in the world that believed Canelo except people that don't know anything about
Canelo would
supplements.
never lie.
Yeah, that's like the oldest trick in the book. That's actually not even a bad excuse. Um, that's what everyone says. Tyson Fury said the same thing when he popped. He's like, "Oh, well, I was eating goat in this country, and that's why it happened." That's like, bro, really? Like these, you tested positive for two hardcore steroids from eating goat meat. I doubt it. But it's easy because 60 to 70 to maybe 80% of people that don't know anything are gonna like ride with you no matter what people like Derek or me or anyone else says. I could straight up tell you like, hey, bro, this percentage is so high that it couldn't have come from food and blah blah. And it's like, well, they eat they eat a lot of whatever. They eat a lot of beef in Mexico. That's why. And it's like Canelo probably eats more beef than everybody else. And it's like, all right, bro, whatever you say.
Canelo, most truthful person I know.
Exactly. I mean, also his old stablemate. I don't know if they're stablemates anymore. Oscar Valdez popped, same thing, not too long after.
Because they were eating the same meat.
Exactly. Even though Oscar Valdez doesn't live in Mexico.
He was visiting him. They, when you haven't seen a friend, you guys eat dinner together. So they were eating dinner together.
Exactly.
Like how you and I eat dinner together.
Exactly. Our lamb probably has clenbuterol in it. We're about to get shredded, dude. But yeah. You definitely don't need Derek to tell you that.
Who's Derek?
He's he runs a channel called More Plates, More Dates, and he does like scientific analysis of like steroids, and he's also like super knowledgeable about like hair regrowth and stuff like that, because hair loss, if you were gonna lose your hair, steroids accelerates that. So if you were gonna lose it at like 50, you're gonna lose it at 40, 30, 20, depending on how much you. Who were those kids outside throwing rocks the other live? Kids outside throwing rocks? Oh,
He done a live outside of the home.
no.
Pretty weird.
Where you get kids outside throwing rocks from? I don't remember that.
Do they follow you on Instagram? You with the chicken?
Chicken?
Yeah, with the rooster.
They said the other live. They said maybe it wasn't kids.
Maybe he thought that was alive. And he posted it on Instagram.
Like what? I'm saying, how do you figure they were throwing rocks? Did I say that? Maybe it wasn't kids, but who was? How you know someone was throwing rocks? They were doing something loud. I don't know, man. Kids are loud. I don't know, man. There's a bunch of stuff that happens down there in that plaza right there. There's a place called Tienda Latina, and actually I don't know what that place is next to it. So there's always drunk people like right there walking to wherever they came from. So how much time is left on those potatoes?
3 minutes.
Okay. Basically, I'm gonna go to 1 hour. So we got 5 more minutes, y'all. It's a sprint. This is the last 5 minutes. Ask as many questions as you can. Stress me out. But on that same note, there's a bunch of boxers that are that have tested positive. There's a lot of people in sports that have tested positive. I go on the USADA list and just look at people that fail every single day. And you would never know because they're not as famous. So they just like don't post anything for 2 years or something. Or they just post training videos and never announce that they were banned in the first place. They're like, I'm back. People are like, were you injured? No reply to the comment. What's my greatest failure? I don't know, man. It's, huh?
Our first date, because then you married me.
Oh my god.
But that first date was fun.
Anyways, I don't really, not to get like fake deep or anything, but I'm not really like a failure type of person. I'm just like, something happened and like, I'm just gonna like learn from it and not make the same mistake again. I would definitely say the hardest like failure in my life was like getting kicked out of college the first time. That was super tough because like everyone knew where I was going to school at, and they're like, "Oh, you're so prestigious," and blah blah blah. And so then I would have like, when the school year started back up, people would be like, "Yo, like, are you still there?" I'm like, "No, bro, I'm not still there. I don't go to that school anymore." Why did I get kicked out? Academic plagiarism. So I was faced with the option of deploying to Afghanistan for 15 months as a non-promotable private, or leaving. How did my dad react to that? He was pretty chill. He was trying to make sure I didn't kill myself, so there's that. But I was like, I'm pretty chill, bro. I'm not like depressed like you think. Like, I'm like, it does suck getting kicked out of school. I was like, I'll just go to another school. But it still was tough. It was tough because like I said, everyone's like always posting you in your uniform and shit. Like, yo, my boy's at West Point. He's that guy. My parents would always post me. So you know, like, damn, like next year everyone's gonna be like, yo, we want to see pics of Jalen in his uniform. They're gonna have to be like, oh yeah, you don't go there no more. So a little bit awkward. But yeah, I'll say that was probably the toughest. Everything outside of that, I just be like, whatever. Whatever. I think I have a pro bout in Colombia. I was thinking about that. I actually know this promoter in Colombia because my best friend was gonna have a pro fight out there, but he got too scared because it was actually gonna be in Medellin. And he got scared and he was like, I feel unsafe. And then he didn't do it. So I might hit up that dude and be like, yo, I'm trying to fight. That'll be cool. To fulfill my lifelong goal. I'm like, I gotta do one before I get too old. I gotta do one pro fight. Just to say that I did it. And I gotta whoop his ass, obviously. Oh, yummy club, yo. We got 1 minute and 10 seconds. I might be a diamond in the rough as far as boxing. You know what? This dude that I used to train in boxing, I sparred him just to like get him, to help him get better. Um, and he would always say that. He'd be like, bro, just go pro. Like, you could 100% make it to the top. And I'm like, you don't understand that I don't want to make it to the top. I don't want to be a boxer, bro. Like, that's a life that you have to choose. And I already gave it up because I was like, it's not what I want to do. I don't think about getting punched in the face and be like, hell yeah, baby. That's my best friend. He's like that. He likes getting beat up. Not me. Not me. I remember those days, man. Next day after a fight, fucking eyes hurt, bro. Your nose. How do people break their nose? Lips be all swollen from getting punched, bro. Like, even if you like win the fight, if it's a real good fight and y'all are scrapping like that, you want to go out and celebrate that night. Your face all beat up and shit. I'm like, damn, what happened to him? Oh, he's a boxer. He's still ugly. All right, one more question. One more question. people remember us. I never forget. I got the best memory in the world. You got 20 seconds to say something or I'm ending it. I'll probably see y'all tomorrow. I'll see if I can get Will to come on here again. If he is gonna do it, I'll have the preview up for y'all to see, and it'll say like exactly what time we're gonna start at. If he's not, you're not gonna see that. Anyways, Planet Moolah. Don't forget, I'm gonna show you the video of the Mexican jail. So if you send me a message on Instagram. All right, peace. Have a good night, y'all.